Everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last week and how the price of gold can move in the next week. See, if you look at the chart of gold, what we have seen, there are two patterns forming, and these two patterns are from 2012 to 2020 and this pattern is from 2020 to 2022. And if you look at this closely, that there are similarities between these two patterns. What it says, a U pattern is forming, a same pattern is forming here. After that, a swing formed at this particular level, a swing is formed at this. After that, there is a continuous upside. You can see a continuous upside. Okay, now if you come from the end of this particular part, we have seen there is a sharp fall, there is a sharp fall, and after what we have seen, this swing formed and an upside, and this swing form an upside is trying to make. So probability is very high if you look at the technicals, okay, and fundamentals. You can see that there is a probability it can go further upside, and there is a U pattern, cup pattern is forming. So chances are very high if the price sustain above a level of 1918, we can see it can go further high. Okay, so what you can see looking at this chart for the next week, if you have any doubt, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. Please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link I've given in the description, you can join that too. Okay, and if you have any doubt also, you can mail me and then we can work out on that. See, there is a continuous upside, you can see, and this upside we have seen after making a swing at this particular level, and from October of last week we have seen that it is trying to make a further upside movement. And have you heard about that Chinese are accumulating the gold, and as well as a pattern is also saying that there is a probability it can move further upside. Suppose if the price sustain above this particular level, as it is already above a particular zone which was a strong zone, so it is above $1918, so chances are high now trading above a level of 1937.30. so chances are high if this level sustain, we can see it can go towards a level of around $1945, and from there we can see it can go and touch a level of around 1950. Suppose if the price sustain above that particular level, it can go and touch a level of around 1963. Keep this in mind that once the price move above a level of 1950, so you have to understand that once it sustain above that level, it can touch a level of around $1960, and this $1960 is a weak resistance. So you have to keep this in mind. Once the price sustain above 1915, there is a buying zone, you can say, and if this sustain above this level, see it can touch a level of 1960, which is a weak resistance. So chances are very high it can cross that particular zone and can touch a level of around 1966, and once that sustain, then we can see it can go towards a level of around $1976, and if that level also sustain, because that is again a weak resistance, so chances are high we can see a level of 1989. Okay, so once the price sustain up that particular zone, then we can see it can go further upside, and a probability of touching a level of around 1989 is there, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of $2000. Okay, and chances are high it can go further upside. Now understand something, that the market for gold, you can see it is, as of now we have seen only two green candles are forming, otherwise it is continuously on the upside. Two red candles are forming, otherwise it is continuously on the upside. Okay, and suppose it form a swing at this particular level, then chances are high it can come to its next support of around $1932, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of around 1918. After 1932, a probability it can go further low and can touch a level of around 1980.79, and once it move below this zone, as I've already told you, it's a strong support now. So if it goes below this level, it can touch a level of around $1906, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of around 1893. After 1906, then we can see it can touch a level of around 1893, and if the price move below this particular zone, it can touch a level of around $1877. Okay, and once it move below this particular zone, then we can see it can go towards a level of around 8080, and then further low if the price didn't sustain this particular zone. Okay, so chances are very high that it can go towards a level of around 1851 after it moved below this particular zone. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs in the description. Understand one thing, that most of the people lose money in trading. Okay, so what I teach in my workshop, if you want to attend, you can mail me and then we can work out on the timing. What I teach, suppose if you are trading with $10,000, try to trade with 10 to 15% of capital per trade, that is 1000 to 1500 per trade, a risk of 0.5 to 1%, that is $50 to $100. Okay, so now suppose if you took 5 trades, maximum risk you can take is 100 per trade. That is, maximum risk is $500. So suppose if you lose all 5 trades, maximum loss can be $500. But suppose if the price sustain, that means suppose if you the next day, what is the benefit? You will not try to recover this 500, you will focus more on profit. Okay, but what people do is they lose so much money and then they try to recover it, and in that process they lose their full capital. This is what they do. If you want to attend that workshop, mail me regarding that and we can work out on the timing. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.